Okay, so I failed the Google IQ test. You have to delay, if the voice is ahead of the video, then what you need to do is start the video first. No, you need to start the voice first. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about employment tests. How about that? So you know what I would do for an employment test? I would do this. For an employment test, I would say, what is the representation of a float? Oh no, let's do it minus 8.125. Okay, so you know it's 1, 0, 0, and then here's where you start getting clever, people. It's a half, a quarter, an eighth. Oh, I just fucked up. Okay, so then if you know 399 is equal to 1.0, the exponent, so this is 2 is 400. 400 equals 2. 401 equals 4. 402 equals 8. So this is negative. It's not one's. It's two's. It's not 2's complement. It's just signed. So what it is CO2. And then there's a hidden bit. The first bit is always a 1, so they skip that. So this is 4 bits, a 0, and then 4. So we got a 0 for the mantissa, and then we have a 4, and then we have the rest zeros. So what do we got here? Okay, let's see if I got it right. Remember, it's reverse. Something like that. CO 20 40. Okay, so I got it right. So I took five assembly language-based courses in school, and that's nothing to brag about, unless you want to write a back end of a compiler. So I wrote a back end of a compiler. All the pansies who learn theoretical computer science, they jack off to P equals NP. Meanwhile, we're busting out assembly code. I got an electrical engineering degree in rocket science. So that qualifies me to laugh at the physics of. I learned differential equations. So here's my, so I have a control system to get you out of a spin. It's kind of the elite game. Oh, okay, now you have to spacewalk. How come nobody thought of spacewalk? Because they're just copycats. Some people don't know the difference in the Beatles and the Monkees. A lot of people have no clue that there's any difference between being original. Anyway, I digress. So we want to talk to God. So let's teach everybody how to talk to God. So God, tell us about mastodons. What's a little known fact about mastodons? Did they have nice ivory? God's you would think God would like mastodons. He hasn't said much. He likes bears and elephants. How about mastodons? God, talk about mastodons. What did mastodons, how cold could a mastodon survive? Were they like Star Wars? You have to give a context. You have to do an offering. The rebels. Hey, we should do it. Seduction senses creating meters. Rebel pervertedly throng. Read us, learn, require. Enemies goodliness. Exterior e-text. Sees churches racks. Paid dealt shameful sect. Computer suffers AM breast. Existence madly profane. Substance reviewing PGAM. Dudley wiser rebellious. Desire sakes conform presumption filts persuade phantasms miserably grieving adorned deluding infant lure resolutely thence punitive clingeth chastity righteous unsearchable case resolutely rhetoric changeable noble approaching exhortation taunted joineth cases detail wanting subject often excuses penitent speaketh dies masses lacking encouraging acquainted midnight softening of solidity presidus gazing avail certain oratory intelligences physical final lights younger. So what are some other employment tests? I had some good ideas. What would you do as an employment test, Mr. God? Hey, how about you want to hire Larry Page? You have to draw the sword out of the stone. It's humility. That's the test. Let's see what God says. God says, oh, God likes Gomer Pyle and Beverly Hillbillies. He said Shakespeare had a vile heart. So, you got a test for us, Mr. God? Give us a... Okay, anyway, Shift F7. Belong. In all thy estimations shall be according to the shekel of the sanctuary. 20 gerahs shall be the shekel. Only the firstling of the beast, which should be the Lord's firstling, no man shall sanctify it, whether it be ox or sheep, it is the Lord's. And if it be of an unclean beast, then he shall redeem it according to thy estimation, and shall add a fifth part of it thereto. Or if it be not redeemed, it shall be sold according to thy estimation. Okay, the key here is estimation. Notwithstanding no devoted thing that a man shall devote unto the Lord, both of men and beast in the field. So you think estimated arithmetic is how you would judge? Whoa, that would suck. How about a test where you have to answer with estimation? That's humble. I hate that. That's just bogus. That sucks. So, like, what is the fifth part of... That shouldn't be too hard. What is the fifth part of a 120-pound ox? That's a tiny ox. How much does an ox weigh? An ox weighs 4,000, 5,000. The fifth part is 1,000. What do you think, Mr. God? Did I get hired? Because it. I hate estimation. That's going to be it. Nobody's going to know how to do arithmetic in the future. Okay, good enough.